Good morning, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Monday morning, April 11th. We are looking at Window Traders Market Profile SPY IWMN Triple Qs. And early on, at least, the selling is attempting to continue. Remember, Triple Qs and Q never stop the one-time framing down. Okay? So they are continuing their descent. Now, we did take out the previous day's low. Really can't treat it as an inside day. But right now, with 75 minutes to go, we're talking a gap of almost $4 that they're looking to put into play. Very important. Russell did have an inside day. So Russell inside day rules will apply. As you come out of inside day, you go with it and monitor it for continuation or lack of. And don't forget, they never stopped their one-time framing down either, even though they had an inside day. SPY and ES did stop the one-time framing down on Thursday, had an inside day on Friday, and now, 3-day balance. We're coming out of an inside day to the downside. You go with it and monitor it for continuation or lack of. And also balance rules will come into play. So the larger the gap, that's going to determine if I want to take a short play right away. And also don't forget, 443, our weekly low is 443.47. So you would also be coming out of a 3-week low, which I'll show you on the charts, to the downside. So a lot happening here, a lot of moving parts. Now the volume is fairly light so far. Right now, the overnight high is 448.04. The overnight low is 444.15, but it keeps looking like we might make lower lows in the pre-market. If we do gap lower, Friday's low of 445.94 will become an upside destination. Right now, it's a gap of about $1.50, $1.60. So a lot of moving parts here. Game plan early. So a lot of people are going to be yelling gap and go, but also don't forget balance rules will come into effect, and it's the bottom of the week, a weekly low. So a lot of things to take place. If we have a gap of $1 or less, I will definitely look to take a short play against the gap. If the gap gets filled, I'd be out. On the flip side, in the next 75 minutes, if we open close to the bottom of this balance low, the gap will be too big for me. Plus, we have to see if the balance low holds, because balance rules will take into effect and inside day rules will be in play. So a lot of moving parts, and this is why you need to be in CamelbackTrading.org's voice channel room as this is all happening. And then, quickly, on the chart. So this is what we're talking about. Remember, I recapped all these charts Friday, so if you have time, watch Friday's video if you haven't. So here's your 3-week balance. The bottom of that balance is 440.68. So that's going to be very important. If we take out last week's low, then we're going to head towards the bottom of that balance and test it down at the 440.68 level. And that's where your balance rules on the weekly will take effect. On the daily, the balance rules take effect before that, which is 443.47, which is last week's low. So a lot coming into play here. If we take out last week's low and get acceptance below it, you'd be accepted below a 3-day balance, and your next destination would be 440.68. But don't forget, right now, the 20-day moving average is at 441.63. So that will also come into play. So a lot of moving parts this morning. Now the volume is pretty light still. It's only 400,000. So again, with a holiday week in front, coming up on Friday, we'll see how much damage the sellers want to do. Thanks for the likes and subscribing. Good luck trading today. Come check us out at CamelbackTrading.org, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.